Not yet, I wasn't. Hi, everybody. How's your days been? A big day. How so? First minis. Oh, that is pretty big then. Pardon me. Still got the faintest lingering of a cough. What'd you end up getting? Also, what books did you get? Well, I was asking what minis you got, and well, also along with that, what books? Oh, I see. So it seems like you're just diving in at this point with Warhammer. This is your point of no return, as it were, if you haven't already crossed that. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's a start, right? A start to the collection that will soon that is eventually to come. You've started. There's no stopping here. It is the point of no return. Well, if it's too late to stop now, the least you can do is enjoy it, right? There's no harm in enjoying yourself if you're gonna get into this thing. Exactly. Alrighty, I'm gonna give people like another minute to show up if they do end up buffering in, just in case. I know I've played buzzer beater to a couple of streams before. Righty then. I think now's as good a time as any to get started. What about you? You know, every time I ask a question like that, I slightly forget that there's like a rather decent stream delay from when I get when I'll get a response. So let's just get started. I really hope it doesn't crash. Buffering and suffering. Deadly Premonition? Hello? Are we in? Oh dear. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. We are back. Tape is being generous if you're trying to describe how Deadly Premonition is held together. This is held together by, at best, hopes and dreams.
Previously, during the
It's held together by snip snails and puppy dog tails as well.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
There's something about seeing that this last time on Deadly Premonition that pulls me back in. It gets a smile right on my face. Perfect way to start it off. Oh yeah, I forgot we were dripped out. Let's see if I can remember how to drive. So you might not remember, but the controls for this are very weird. As to go forward, if you're playing on a controller, which I would rather recommend. Oh, I thought we were gonna get more movie trivia from York there. To go forward, you have to hold the right bumper. But if you want to reverse, you hold the left trigger. And the handbrake is the right trigger. You can have turn signals, by the way. I don't think they do anything. Wonderful turning. I really hope we don't run out of gas again. And again, if we did, then I wonder if that same car would show up. That they just replaced with these other cars.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
Right, now we can actually go through and see what the deal is with the corpse tunnel. As, I forget what his name was, actually. We encountered him last time. And I had a weird moment of deja vu when we met him. Almost as if we had met him before. I'll give this a shot. Couldn't hurt to give this a shot, right, Zach?
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Amazing. Amazing. Bullseye. Yes. Great.
Gina. Oh yeah, you're a big fan of Gina, aren't you? I almost forgot. And how could I?
Great. Nice shot. Nice shot.
I forgot the name of Gina's husband, but I do remember that he did have like the wildest "Get me a drink, bartender" voice. This music? Do you not like it? He's irrelevant in the grand scheme. Understandable, understandable.
Great. Yes.
It's locked. And what did we get for our troubles? A stabilizer? I see. This... Okay, so this is how we do it. We just gotta keep going through the doors. Silly me. Oh no, I'm all out of space to hold more of these bullets. This the quietest, most silent explosion you'll ever see.
Great. Bullseye. Amazing.
Amazing. Outstanding. Phenomenal. Bullseye.
Yes.
Jackpot.
Nice shot. Great. Amazing.
Oh, there we go. Just aim at center of mass, then the recoil will just push it up. At least in theory it would.
Great.
Just hit the head.
Amazing.
Okay, great. We get more 10mm bullets than we can carry, then I'm gonna be impressed. Alright, what do we got here? A large first aid kit. Wonder how many times it'll let us keep doing this. And I wonder what the end goal is. So this feels like a dungeon. Oh, dang. A truck?
Bullseye.
Right in the middle?
Nice shot. Bullseye. Great.
The fact that they keep getting the ammunition for this thing is
Yes.
wild.
Bullseye. Yes. Amazing.
An ice axe? Well, alrighty then. Shovel. All kinds of things that we can just shove in our pocket. Nebulous void style.
Great. Nice shot.
Yeah, I don't have any room for any more steel pipes.
Amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing, you keep missing. A root beer. Oh boy. We got a root beer. Oh boy. Another golf club. I mean, I can just reload and bam. Extra bullets. Actually, they're not extra anymore. They're just I'm just fully stocked now. There's got to be a point where the game says, "All right, you're done. No more." There's nothing more you can do here. And it just boots me out.
Shot. Nice shot. Amazing. Yes. Amazing. Bullseye.
All right. 12 gauge shotgun shells before we even get a shotgun. I hope it's not like I completely missed like a couple of those.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Nice shot. Bullseye. Amazing. Bullseye. Yes. Amazing.
We are now like fully stocked on shotgun shells, I believe, once we're done with picking all these up. A mission knife. Ooh. Ooh, that's quite good. Okay, there we go. And once again, we're back at full for the automat for these 10mm. I'm curious how far we can get in this without actually taking damage. Ooh, a flare is definitely gonna be good. Hi, Leon. I don't think you've missed much. Maybe about 15 minutes. Currently, we're investigating that special area that we got from the shop last time, which turned out to be like a small gauntlet of enemies. I don't know why that one's all red. But every room seemed to be pretty easy to handle, all things considered. Yeah, the Copse Tunnel, or as the locals call it, the Corpse Tunnel. But yeah, we just cleared like 5 or so rooms, and it was a psychic point. That's what that's called. So yeah, we took care of that psychic point, and our reward was a new 10mm. Which, I don't know why its text was red. I'm gonna have to look into that next time we get to a toolbox, and I think I'm going the wrong way. That's because I am. Wait. Okay, so pushing forward and back is not what makes it zoom in and out. It's moving left and right with that stick. Probably, that's what I'm thinking. But I gotta get to a toolbox in order to confirm that it's special. Its text was all red, and it seemed to have like a space after, which, you know, because they had like the 2 brackets on each side. I'm not sure if that's...
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
I wasn't sure if that was intentional or a mistake, because with this game, you can't really tell every time. As was mentioned earlier, to say this game is held together with tape is being very generous. Wish I'd looked over earlier, because I thought that looked just like the Johnny Test station wagon. Yeah, that checks out. Yes, a rare occasion of Johnny Test mentioned.
No, nothing. Just my imagination.
I'm lost with this town. Oh yeah, once more I forget. Everything moves. That would be wild if I had the Johnny Test intro set up on the soundboard secretly, just for such an occasion.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We need to be at the community center by 1500 today. Just...
Did his dialogue sound a little compressed in that second line only? Just a little bit? Swear there was... Am I able to see a map of this place? So zoomed in. Only... I swear I thought there was a toolbox in here we could use. Damn. Oh, there is. Good, very good. I think this was here. .10mm submachine gun. Take out. .10mm submachine gun, or the 10mm submachine gun. So this is the official FBI submachine gun. And this is the official FBI submachine gun. Only this one holds 360 rounds. So that's what that place holds. The Johnny Test whip sound. Just whip that. No pun intended, just whip that one out of nowhere on a soundboard when nobody expects it. Now I have to I have to look into what I have to see if that divide if 900 I don't think 900 divides by 360 evenly. It does not. It's 2.5. So in our toolbox we have 2.5. 2.5 reloads. The Garfield Street sign is very sturdy.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
They had to reinforce it after a number of hoodlum youth decided to vandalize it regularly by driving into it. So I lose money for running out of gas, but going full speed into the back of somebody's car, I'm good. They're not the bureau isn't gonna hit me with any fines or fees for that. Alright, chat. Because it was mentioned earlier, we're going to be stopping at the gas station. Who are we going to get? Are we going to get Gina, or are we going to get the Raging Bull? I don't remember his first name. Heck, you willed this into existence. I was really kind of hoping we would get the other one so we could progress the side quest. Okay, I'm going to approach your establishment once more. Thank you. Now we can get us another... Wait, why am I... Wait, did we ever talk to him before? Oh my goodness.
You from out of town? I ain't seen you here before.
Jack was his name. The Raging Bull.
I'm Francis York Morgan, FBI Special Agent. I'm investigating the death of Anna Graham.
Do you have any info on Anna or any suspicious individuals?
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
That's a
Shut
manly
it.
nickname.
If you're a customer, act like one and shut the mouth. Huh?
He spat twice. Here's a crisp Benjamin.
Jack, here's
He
the Ben
phased out of
Franklin you wanted.
existence
Give
for
it to
that.
me.
Holy smokes.
Hey there, Benjamin. I wanted to talk to you. Have you heard this yet? I'll tell you another one when I see you again.
That is incredibly difficult to read that fast.
Zach, did you see that? It was as if we weren't here.
I wonder what that was all about. Did it make sense to you?
No, York, I didn't see it. Agent Honor, you got... wait, hold on. Can we actually get out of the car and go in to speak to him? Yeah, exactly. Can we enter? What an adventure so far. Alright, is it gonna be Gina or Jack? It's Jack. Oh, we have to come back. And all of the damage on our car is now completely gone. See ya, craphead. So I guess we gotta come back later to get more information out of him. It really gave us plenty of time to do anything. What am I heading towards now? Before the next mission starts. What are we heading towards? The junkyard? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna see. Okay. It's one. Oh. How many times have we like knocked something over, and we've gotten no penalty, but finally we get a penalty now? That is.
No, nothing. Just my imagination.
I keep cutting myself off. Let's see if Panda Bear is open. It's 1 p.m. Going on 2. If they're not open, I will start to believe that this is just a fake location that they made up to try and trick me into thinking that there's a gunsmith, and Polly lied to me. It's closed. Alright, maybe we have to go further in the investigation. I don't know. I'm just taking guesses at this point. Molly's house. I mean, we could go and see. Oh, was that Swery 65? See what's going on over there. It's probably a good idea to explore some more of Greenvale. Stop the car, York, please! Can I talk to you? I want to talk.
I'm FBI Special Agent.
There we
Francis
go. I
York
can't
Lloyd.
talk to him.
Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me.
York? Sounds like a last name.
Richard Dunn. Dart's bar owner.
I'm Richard Dunn. I own the bars here. It's called Swery 65. How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. I mean, murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So,
Like how he's
How did you
honking
know
every
Anna?
so often.
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
you seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Huh? Huh?
I did not expect for the cutscene to have him just like intermittently. No. Call for someone? No. Maybe if I call for someone? No. Guess not. Let's go to the junkyard. Wait, hold on. What if you just... Just completely wait, just make him late to the meeting that we called him to. that would be evil. I see some cards over by the junkyards. Why not go check there? See what they have. So it looks like it might be a shop. And if not, it's just somewhere we can go into, which, you know, also good. I did not miss my turn. I did miss my turn. Trying to be a nuisance, I completely missed my turn.
No, nothing. Just my imagination.
All right. It's closed. Damn. Probably shouldn't try to get in here. Why do you say that, York? Oh no, I feel like I'm about to sneeze and also have a muscle spasm. Achoo! Achoo! Oh, how tragic. Oops. York's car. Why was there a card of my car in the junkyard? Huh. I didn't even realize I was running out of breath. Oh, jeez. Achoo! Achoo! Oh, okay. Whew. Goodness me, there's so much dust over in this junkyard. Oh, it's, goodness me. Oh. The General Lysander? Let's see, where else can we go and see people? Panda Bear, well, White Spruce Farm. George? Oh, he's driving. What in the... This... This looks weird. Like, I can imagine that it's like two groups or like three different cars just really close together. But it looks like they're just all jammed into one. Why is this one pink? Or magenta? I guess that's too Galaxy of Terror. Is that the bar? Probably. Alright, car. You're saved from the junkyard for today. I believe everybody's heading towards that meeting that I called. So I've inconvenienced myself by furthering the investigation. So, all in all, could be worse, could be worse.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
Guess we exhausted all of York's trivia for now. We have to continue the story before he'll give us any more wonderful details and filmography. I'm curious now. Oh, fishing spots right there. Ooh, that might be good for later. An immovable object versus a very stoppable force was what just happened there. It only dealt 4% damage to the car. And that was a full like 45 mile per hour. Why are you crying? You're on my time. You get there when I command it. Everyone in town will be late. Not a single person will be on time, except maybe George, because I think you got there first. I can't keep that up. That would take way too long. They're all bunched up back there. Evil? I don't know what you're talking about, evil. That's not evil. That's, at worst, inconvenient mischief. And there is a difference. What is... That tree is so bright.
Zach, Emily arranged for people to come between 1500 and 1700.
We can't do anything here right now. Let's come back at the right time.
You don't want to get there early, York? You don't want to be prepared? Ow, my eyes. He is not stepping foot in that building until the moment he has to. All right, time. I guess it's time for York to smoke. He didn't even light it. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just noticed something about the submachine gun. Why does it say infinite at the bottom right? You can't see it. I'm obstructing it. Why does it say infinite? Does this have infinite ammo? If that's the case, this is insane. Deadly premonition. Hello? Did it crash? I really hope it didn't crash. Again. Alright, chat. Do you guys think it crashed? I'm really hoping that it did not just crash, but I'm very convinced that it did just crash. Now, thankfully, we did save after doing a good bit of stuff. We will lose the 2 cards, and we won't have had spoken to Richard Dunn, but I think that'll be okay. Time to restart the game. It's a very good sign when the game minimizes itself as soon as I start it. It looks like we're back. keeping an eye on the stream to see if anything's showing up for you all. Okay. Okay. The delay had me worried, but we're back. We're back.
Previously, during the investigation.
I'm sorry, but I already know. Like, did you come in just as we recovered from a crash? I have to see if we equipped the infinite machine gun. We did. So yeah, we found out, gotcha. So you already knew about our infinite machine gun, submachine gun? All right, sweet. Okay, so now it seems like the Bureau is actually holding me accountable for vandalizing this place. It only took them... How many polls have we hit so far? Like 27? And we've gotten fined for 2? Or did we get fined for any before now because of the reset? Crashes have made the timelines of this game more bizarre than fate. This is exactly the direction I wanted to turn, car. Leon, did you mean did not have it on me? Because we still have it. At least on my end, it still says that it's infinite. All right. Since York refuses to step foot in the building until he knows everybody's in there, we're gonna stand out front. We're gonna smoke. Are you talking about the one that's like super bright? That super tall, super bright tree? I can't shoot at the giant, super bright tree. All right, Fingers crossed we can actually enter. It worked!
It's Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
Yeah, it really was like as soon as you got in range, bam! Brightest lights you've ever seen. The song.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. Oh, that was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations
Just call me
wishes
York.
to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice.
I love how you're talking about the good music in this song with this weird sound starts playing.
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places.
That's where I'll be.
Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please, guide your children away from such places at all costs. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Carol McLean, bar owner and singer.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
I feel like scenes like this are so easily YouTube poopable. Like, I assure you, the murderer will be murdered. Sort of deal. Report anyone suspicious. Yes, I would like to report you. You're
When paying for
extremely
our sins, we
suspicious.
must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
That was like the friendliest inflection George has had, I feel.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
On stage in front of all of these people that you know.
Okay, if it's gonna help you any.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that...
Did it tell you anything?
It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
I feel like that. Oh.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan. The purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then, your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be. Informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
He says, I'd like to see you try.
Mr.
Goodbye.
Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
They went to the other side. Imagine you had that whole speech, and then you see the FBI agent walk down, talk to these two, walk across, in front of the stage, see a coffee that was just sitting there and nobody, around it. He just grabs it and walks off. That is insane.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
I wonder what's for dinner. No relation to the case, I'd figure. Why do you figure that? Let's hear what this person has to say.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
How could you tell? The general.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. He calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
He exudes raw power, Zach. Chad, did you see him exude raw power? Just like that?
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
No.
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
He got jump scared. Hi, Usha.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Hey, Keith. Jamming away as usual.
You were rocking it large up there.
Was I? I've been on stage like that since elementary school.
You made me think, man, like, things can't go on like this. We need, like, some action or something. I was pretty psyched up, you know, before you got on stage. I was like, dude, a real psycho in town. Pretty sweet gig. But now, I mean, dude, that lunatic could be any one of us, man. I don't want to think of that whack job coming after my family. Makes me shudder all over, man. It was way too heavy. You'll catch him, right, FBI?
Of course. But you need to be able to take care of those you love, too.
You're right, man. Right on the level. I need to do what's right for my family, man. You lit my soul, man. Thanks, FBI.
He goes absolutely in on the air guitar. His fire is lit. I just saw the comment on how it looked like, how you noted, how you thought it looked like Fiona had cat ears, and I totally, I retroactively see it. But I know that's not, I know it's Lily, not Fiona, but thinking back.
Agent York, your speech frightens us a little.
You should work on being more sensitive with words when talking to groups.
Really? I tried my best to be gentle. So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Just Becky, really. She works part-time at the store. She's been acting strange recently.
Strange. How?
I took the boys along to visit her house today. I was just worried, you know, because she hasn't come into work at all after that incident. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
I didn't mean to pull out the gun as soon as I started walking away, but it, it fits. Oh, hey, we can talk to him. I forgot his name.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Nick was his name.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You're sure?
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
Why aren't you just a ball of sunshine?
Can you tell me if you noticed anything strange about Anna before the incident?
Well, I'm not sure if this will be of any help, but...
Anything, no matter how small, could be of help.
Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained, and came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Does he have snakeskin pants?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Open your store. Damn it.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Oh. I can buy lollipops from him.
You've got quite a selection here.
You have stuff.
No wonder people come from all around.
I literally have
Today, a
everything you
customer
have there.
paid
I have
me to
better
go to
things than
Seattle
you
for
have.
some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
What are those hours? 10 o'clock at night to 6 a.m.? Oh no, Stinky. York's actually got a fly buzzing around. It's Polly. What? Okay, talk to Polly first.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play, He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was
Oh,
just
okay.
one
So
of those
8
kind
p.m.
of
to
guys,
6. Oh,
really,
thank you.
Thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, No, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my questions, Zach. Amazing.
Okay. Also, yes, the lip sync was quite something there.
Oh my pot is getting cold. Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Yeah, that was the pot lady. Hey, Jim.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I?
You
I have
reek
to in order to do my job.
as of right now.
But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna keep Peck in anticipation. We're gonna talk to Gina last.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Here you go.
Hello again, Agent York. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any information that could help me out?
Information? Sounds difficult and not my kind of conversation. Anyways, you should come by the gas stand again. I'll give you the best service in town.
Zach, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming here?
Also, Lagia, you are not mistaken. That is word for word the exact same dialogue. anybody else? Carol is... Why are people, like, hiding off in the corners? What?
Good evening, Agent.
Brian the Insomniac?
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna, her smile, so warm. Anna, blonde hair, so bright.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Also, it's not just on anybody's end. That's just how the dialogue sounds. 'Cause it also sounds that way for me. You got a pack of cigarettes.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest, a goddess.
Okay. And off she goes.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Wary 65.
Hi, Richard. I feel like we've met before.
Town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
A conversation of only non sequiturs. is a great way to explain the conversation with Carol. Q.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, but that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
I love how you just basically said, I just guessed, dog. I just guessed.
Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Also, yeah, the scar that everybody points to barely looks like a flesh wound. $206. Oh yeah, there we go. You're right. That is quite the Joseph Joestar energy.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Eek?
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Tom is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Eat dinner. Why did it give me the option to peek? Over my shoulder, and then immediately they start. And the flies are still there.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now, and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York,
Why was York
what
looking
kind of
at
cases
us?
have you dealt with in the past?
Much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and
Took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life. To eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
Yeah, very similar.
He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing. But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, York. Now, let's talk about something else.
Thank you, Emily.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. Ugh, give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course, but still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Look, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think it was you guys who caused the dour tone. I think that's all York. Oh wait, I'm Zach? Since when? Goodness me.
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
Reading the statement, your Zach Sheen, isn't that right, Zach, is insane. I had to read that like 3 times. Shortcut. It won't let me turn any harder than that. Thomas's biscuit. Biscuit baked by Thomas recovers life, hunger, and tiredness and prevents them from lowering.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress.
Gosh, they're gonna quiz me.
First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
A red candy, a red seed, a red ship. There's a red seed, right?
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip with metal dust, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
I'm sorry, York. I was literally not paying attention to anything you were saying in the last day and a half, so I'm just gonna guess the stiletto heel.
That's right. A broken stiletto heel.
Woo!
Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything?
Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
What do you think she was holding on to?
A red wig, a sharp knife, or a round object. A round object, of course.
That's right. A round object. The marks on her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related. But we don't know for sure. Next, the town folk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations.
Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange, nostalgic, and sad almost.
What?
It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
Ellie! Lunchtime, Ellie!
I'll eat later.
You'll eat right now, young lady. You need to listen to your mother.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch, then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey! Are you coming?
I like your guess, Lygia. Let's see if it's correct. Dog? Dinner. Cool. We just got paid for having dinner.
Are you thirsty?
You must be very thirsty.
You only take milk with your coffee?
Coffee with milk. That's all.
I like what I like. What is it to you kids? Oh, I thank you. That's so nice of you. Wait a second. You're Anna.
Who are you?
My name is Becky.
Becky Ames, Anna's friend.
What are you doing here?
My name is Becky.
Anna's friend?
My name is Becky.
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Take a sip of coffee and go.
Huh?
The flies followed me into my dream. We got lollipops in our dreams. Chocolate chip cookies. Oh, it's only one. Lying on the ground. I hope it was... I don't know. I don't feel like anything in here should be, like, eaten. I feel like it would probably give some kind of, like, super salmonella. He had a bit of, Jack Frost there, like ya. What the? What? What? You, what?
That's me. That's me when it happened.
You can just drink a can of tomato sauce out of nowhere.
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us. I do not know how yet, but I do know I need some coffee.
First thing in the morning, before even standing
George said
up.
he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
Before even standing up, he lights up a cigarette. Suitcase. Should we go back to the standard or go with the crimson jacket? I know I'm gonna switch. I'm just gonna switch to that once we can clean this one. It will cost $10 to have this suit cleaned. It'll take 24 hours? Okay, so we got one vote for the Miles Edgeworth fit. Got any other votes? FBI Special Agent Miles York Edgeworth, but please call me York. That's what everyone calls me. All right, we got 2 votes. Yes. Let's say extra for trendy clothes. Not bad. It just I always forget that the paintings they have in picture. I thought that was a dog's face, not like you know, like a not a butterfly. It was like a French bulldog's head. Got a little bit of stubble going. Oh, geez, Leon, what were you gonna vote on? I didn't mean to back out before you could chime in. I guess I did. I got Rorschach.
Whoa there!
Did you need something?
No, I was just passing by. I didn't think anybody else was here other than Polly. The door opening like that it surprised me, that's all.
Boris Kaysen, sapling salesman. Sorry, could you repeat that, dog? I couldn't really hear you over the music.
Nice to meet you. I travel a whole lot, you see, selling tree saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I get it. You're the special agent Scarface that everyone's yakking about. Nice to meet you, Francis.
Special Agent Scarface? I'd need a bigger scar to live up to that name. Call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
What? You got it. York.
Is this your first visit here, then?
No, sir. Actually, I've been coming here once or twice a year for, a while now. I don't get much business here, but it sure does make a fine vacation. I mean, it's a gorgeous hotel at a bargain price. It's so relaxing in these parts, too. Oh, I just love all the nature. I feel so relaxed here. Say hi to Willie. Oh, don't worry, he's a good boy. Do you like dogs?
Hey, Willie. How are you doing?
He's pretty smart, too. Oops, before I forget, let me give you this. It's just a sample of what I sell.
Thank you. How kind of you.
He just pulls another one out of nowhere.
What brings the old FBI out here? Sounds like more than just a vacation.
A murder, actually. The perpetrator is still out there. Try to stay indoors at night and during the rain. We want to prevent it from happening again, okay?
Oh, it's a darn shame. Places like this used to be the safest in America.
Could I ask you something? Do you know a lot about seeds?
Seeds? Gardening, huh? You don't look like a green thumb, but let me tell you though, I'm pretty much the only one who can make those saplings sprout. There's a trick to it that can't really be passed on, you know? It's like, the secret of making a good smoked ham, something like that. But you know, once they sprout, you don't need to do much. You can leave it be and, why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter what happens. Kind of like those stocks that politicians buy that just keep growing and growing. Well, you just wait and see. This town is gonna love them. Right. We were just about to go take a morning stroll, so I'll get going. Good luck now with that case.
Thanks. Zach, do you remember what the coffee said? Forrest Kaysen. F.K. This show has just begun.
Also, yeah, Willie is pretty great. And of course, like, you immediately jumped on suspicion. Breakfast time.
Breakfast looks as good as yesterday's.
I hope you enjoy it.
I will, and thank you. I just met Kaysen, actually.
Oh, good old Mr. Kaysen. Did he give you a sapling?
As a matter of fact, he did. Don't tell me he's one to everyone he meets.
No, only to the people he feels comfortable with. He told me. He must feel really comfortable with me.
He must. Is there anyone he hasn't given a sapling to?
Mustard? Okay, I'll just get it from the kitchen then.
No, mustard has nothing to do with it. I was wondering if you know of anyone that Kaysen didn't give a sapling to.
Oh, too much pepper. I did think it might be. I'm sorry.
Ah, Zach, I forgot. We'll never get anything out of her, will we? Forrest Kaysen. He's hiding something. You think so too, right, Zach? But no need to rush. All secrets are hidden until they are inevitably divulged. The powers of entropy. The world exposes everything and causes chaos. Just like this coffee.
Did it say FK again? Not enough pepper. High quality beef.
Good morning, Agent Morgan. Did you sleep well?
Morning, George. Dreamland was quite nice.
You do look well rested. Oh, I was up practically all night doing paperwork. Thomas helped me out, so I was able to go home and get some sleep, but not enough.
Diane got back into town late last night. We should give her a visit.
Which means going to the art gallery, correct?
She lives and works in the office there, so it's the only place to find her. The gallery is open from 10 to 1700.
Time for some art appreciation. A cultural activity in such a small countryside town. Amazing, Zach.
His unending smile at that. Okay, I'll go with you. I just saw some spinning Agent Honor.
The gallery is called Muses Gallery. The Muses were the 9 daughters of the goddess of memory in Greek mythology.
Ah, it's just like Diane to name it that way.
Is she that intelligent a woman?
Oh, maybe. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Did you see how Emily reacted, Zach? Sense that this Diane is not popular among other women. I can't wait to meet her.
The gallery is on the north side of town. Take the road along the lake and go north.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Peck. I was trying to figure out how to say it. I feel like York goes from having some level of social awareness to complete nothing. Zero. I can't comprehend why he thought to say that.
That's right. Small towns tend to be full of highly cultured people. Although I can't say I've ever been to the gallery myself.
George, what about you? Are you into art?
Actually, yes. I like going to the gallery. It's very relaxing there.
Really, George? I never knew that about you all this time.
Emily, please. I'm just as cultured as everyone else.
Some people just have sides to them that you'd never expect. By the way, about Diane, the owner of the gallery. Is she the type that isn't very appreciated by other women?
What do you mean?
Exactly what it sounds like, Emily. Is she very attractive?
especially to the opposite sex.
So you're asking if she's sexy, right?
Well, she does always wear high heels.
And definitely, it's hard to explain.
But that doesn't make me biased, okay? She just seems to look down on people. She always has. I just don't like people like that.
That must be because sex appeal has no effect on you.
Now that's out of line.
I'm sorry, Emily, I didn't mean to poke fun at you. You just react so strongly to Diane's name.
I did not. It's like you're suggesting I'm the total opposite of her. Is that it?
Oh, Emily, that's not what anyone is suggesting. Let's just drop this conversation, okay?
Thank you, George. Goodness me. Once more, York do be proven to be saying things. Shao's in the distance are freaking out. Everybody be cool. We're going off-road.
I wonder if Diane has anything to do with the murder.
Diane moves on a whim and acts on impulse. We don't want her leaving town, so shut up and let's get to the gallery.
All right, George, dang. What do you guys want to do? Sick drift into the parking lot? Let's go. Yeah. That went better than I expected.
Looks more like an old mansion than an art gallery.
Diane liked the building so much she turned it into an art gallery.
She left the exterior untouched and had the insides redone.
So she's rich.
She bought this place, didn't she? Does that answer your question?
Indeed it does. Well, George, Emily, I want to talk with Diane alone. Will you wait here for me?
Don't tell me you still don't trust us.
No, that's not it. But this is very important to me. I always make sure that I meet with the important ones, one-on-one. Otherwise, it's difficult to sense the subtle reactions of the suspect. This is just how I do things, and I'd appreciate your understanding.
But go on then. You're not going to listen to us anyway, are you?
You're starting to understand me, George. Well then, Zach. Let's go and meet Lady Diane.
Brown bullhead catfish.
Hello?
What an art gallery!
Hello?
No reply. Let's look around then, Zach.
Locked and needs a key. Unlike any locked doors that don't require keys. They turned on the lights. They just wanted to have like the perfect lighting for this. They didn't want the lights to be too overpowering. Olivia? She's hard at work. What? Wait, what? What? York? What are you... But she's not at work. She's in the art gallery? What? I'm confused now.
Olivia, do you like art?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you like art?
Well, I mean, I like trees.
Trees. Okay. Ah, but I see because these are all tree paintings. Do you come here often then?
Well, no. Just sometimes. I'm sorry, I really need to get back to the diner.
Zach, she was lying about something. She said trees, not paintings of trees. She doesn't need to come here to see trees. There's tons of trees outside.
Oh no. She dropped something. Olivia's memo. A, trees at sunset. B, red leaves. C, dancing red butterflies. Pass to the office. Number of red trees from special exhibition room. Olivia must have dropped this note. Zach, can you make any sense out of this? Oh boy. Key to the gallery. Probably shouldn't try to get in here. What in the... Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. A was red trees. So there were 6 trees. I thought it would be like these trees. Then there's probably like something up here. Not that one. Is it on the other side? What's this? What in the... Ah, red butterflies. So we're missing one that would give us the answer. in the world? Yoink. Now, Erdogan probably tells me that is trying to tell me that there's something important there. What if there's something hidden? What if there's something they don't want me finding here? Like this smoked salmon. They were trying to hide that from me. And finally, let's see what we got. Red butterflies flock. A large tree and red butterflies. Almost looks as if it's burning. But okay. If only they gave us a number. Six. No.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Let's have another look at Olivia's memo and arrange the red trees and arrange the red trees in alphabetical order. Trees at sunset, red leaves, dancing red butterflies. Guess I'm gonna have to go back down and okay. First we gotta find the leaves. The leaves have to be somewhere. Why is this blocked off from one side? What? Can't leave now. Or wait. Hold on, I have an idea. Because I think it might be referring to the number of... No, that wouldn't make any sense for it to be 0. Unless there's, like, no painting of red leaves. Okay, let's take a look and see how many butterflies are here. Wait, no, it's asking for the number of trees, not the number of... Okay, so it's 6 blank 1. That's what we have so far. 6 blank 1. So we gotta find the red leaves one. Probably shouldn't try to get in here. I'm running in circles. Unless it's like 601 in reference to the main paint into that one. Wait. No. No. It wouldn't be 0 still. Unless there were no trees in the painting. Red leaves. You know, it's kind of funny that York is wearing, that we put York in the red jacket. So we're going in here. Well, so I think it's referring to, like, I think the puzzle is referring to the number of trees in each painting. So with the trees at sunset, those trees in Twilight, there were 6, and with the butterflies, there was 1 tree that we were looking up at. Those were 3 trees, in which case I'm misremembering. Oh, wait. Autumn Leaves, beautiful painting depicting 4 trees in their reddish splendor. That looks like 4. I was running past that whole time, and I didn't see it. Thankfully, that didn't go on as long as it could have. 641. There we go.
Like I said, there's no point in you having this. I can put it to far better use. I'm taking it with me, okay?
That's fine by me then, as you wish.
Hi, Carol.
The FBI agent, right? Just wait a moment, please. I'll be right with you.
So there's no way you could have been at the scene of the crime.
That's right. I was drinking at the bar with Nick until early morning. I'm sure if you ask him about it, he'll say the same.
Diane Ames, art gallery owner.
Very well. I'll be sure to do that. One other thing. That argument with Carol just now.
She's always like that. She thinks of me as an enemy, always bickering at what I say.
Is there any reason for that?
Perhaps because someone she liked ended up with me in my bed?
That would explain it, yes. If I may be so bold, who was the lucky man?
Oh, I sleep with anyone I wish. Anyone I prefer to sleep with. I guess she had her eye on one of them, but I don't know who it was exactly. I could sleep with you, if you like.
I'm flattered by your offer, but I don't think that would be appropriate. You're exactly the kind of woman a man in my job should never get involved with.
Isn't that a shame, darling?
The dialogue this episode is really taking a shot.
I'll be frank. Right now, you are not a suspect. But both Zach and I are certainly feeling shaky about you.
If you want to remain in the clear, just watch yourself from now on.
Oh, you don't know, do you? Artists and art lovers, we love a good thrill.
Thank you for your help. I have nothing further to ask you at the moment. Goodbye.
Facts back. Also, York squatting on the clear. I don't know. Something about this image and the way York is squatting is really funny to me. This dialogue, this episode is so alien. She out-weirded him. He could not match the freak. It's insane to me. Hot dog. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I find it wild that somebody could out-weird York.
I had a chat with Diane. She said she was at the bar drinking with Nick at the time of the murder. We need to confirm her story. Let's talk to Nick at the diner.
Very well, Agent Morgan. I have to head back to the department and clear up some paperwork. Go with them to the A&G diner.
Okay then.
I'll show you the way. The diner's open from 9 to 2100.
Just as we suspected, Zach. Diane is the key to this case. I have a feeling she will lead us right to the criminal.
Look at those flat trees.
That's Kaysen. Looks like the show has just begun, and it has an all-star cast.
I mean, she's staying next to this one, so I think she just wants to go in this one.
Emily, do you know a man named Forrest Kaysen?
Kaysen? Yes, I know him. The sapling salesman, right? He always uses strange comparisons when he talks.
I'd like to know more about him. What does he do when he comes to town?
He's a salesman, so I guess he sells things? Maybe he comes on vacation. We haven't seen many tourists recently, but he comes pretty often.
Is that all?
Well, now that you mention it, he seems quite friendly with the Ingrams, with Isaac and Isaiah. Maybe you should ask them about Kaysen.
Okay, I will.
I'd like to know more about him. Does he like movies? Actually, hold on. I want to see where it... Oh, we're at a big... What? Okay. Interesting. What is that? Bone? Why is there a bone? What? A bed? Next to the bone? Alright. Emily, you're probably gonna leave the car when I do this, but I'm gonna take a small detour to dig up a bone. Yeah, no, this is important to the case. I trust me.
Emily, don't you find it a bit suffocating to be around George so much?
Well, we aren't always together. And anyway, I've gotten used to him.
Impressive. Women are very adaptable.
No, it's not like that, actually. George is hard-headed, sure, but he's also a hard-working man. That's why the townsfolk trust him so much.
The very epitome of the rural sheriff.
That's right. He isn't some hotshot FBI agent. This place isn't like the city. Everyone knows everyone else.
What about you and Anna? Were you two close?
No, not close, really. I don't seem to have much in common with teenagers nowadays. All they talk about are boys, clothes, and accessories. I don't have much interest in any of those things.
There is a gap between a teenager and being in 20s.
Everyone's different, that's all. Me and you, too.
Zach, I'm not liking the way this conversation is heading. Let's concentrate on driving instead.
Alright, like, what the... Okay, York, how many times are you gonna just, like... Why? Why are you doing this to us, York? Just give me a second. This is important to the case.
Is there something you want to check out? Well, either way, it doesn't matter. I can see you won't be rushed. I'm gonna go ahead, okay?
Okay, that would be fine.
The diner is open from 9 to 2100. Don't keep me waiting too long, okay?
The right hand bone from a human. What?
A human bone? This doesn't look related to the case, but shouldn't I let some know?
Do you have anything to do with this dog? No? Okay.
Zach, don't you think there are a lot of good-looking women in this town?
It's like heaven compared to the town we grew up in. Do you remember Liz? Prom queen? Elizabeth Scott Moore. She could be royalty with a name like that. But you know, she was like an actress from a B-movie, wasn't she? Bleached blonde hair, to makeup, clothes showed off her cleavage, and that mole by her mouth.
Say, Zach, were you with me back then?
You know, that mole was made with makeup, right? We happened to be on the same bus once. I saw her drawing it on with makeup. I wasn't surprised, I guess. Just impressed that she would go that far to create that image. Remember that movie we went to go see that day? I'll give you a hint. It was the fourth in a popular series, and was produced by Menahem Golan's Canon Films.
Figured it out, Zach?
Think it over then. Call it your homework until next time.
You're just disappointing with that one, York. You couldn't even give me movie trivia. You just had to make me
Zach, is there
hear
something
you out
you
on
wanna
that.
check out?
We are supposed to meet Emily at the diner, but that's fine. Do whatever you have to.
I know that doing things for the Duns is very difficult because of this exactly. They're always never responding to being called. Isn't that right, Zach Sheen? Hyphenated Zach Sheen. Do I want to talk?
To recap, the movie was the fourth sequel in a series that started in 1978.
That's right, Zach. It was Superman 4, Quest for Peace.
Lex Luthor was back. It was played by Gene Hackman. That alone made it a must for all us fans. I don't remember much more about it, though. I'm sure there was more trivia about it. Still, forget 4. Richard Donner directing 1 and 2. Now those two were great movies. And Christopher Reeve really shined as Superman.
Actually, Zach, I've got a confession to make. Promise not to tell anyone because I'd be really embarrassed.
Oh, nobody
I
will
actually
know
like
that.
the first
York.
two Superman movies more than the first two Star Wars movies. I think John Williams did a better job with the theme song for Superman. But whenever I try to hum it, it always turns into the Star Wars song somewhere along the way. I know it's strange, Zach. I know. So, Zach, which Richard Donner film do you like the best? No need to hurry. Take some time to get over.
Yeah, chat. What's your favorite Richard Donner movie? And same for VOD Squad. Just gonna try and drift in. Ah, dang. Missed that one. A&G Diner. Not like we haven't been here before.
Emily, were you waiting outside for me?
Should I have gone inside and started the 20 questions?
Well, that would have been fine with me. Shall we get something to eat then?
Someone should teach you how to be more considerate. And now you want something to eat? I thought we were going to question Nick.
Welcome, Mr. Agent.
Hi, Olivia. Let me have your special for today. And some fresh coffee.
That's perfect,
Our
York.
special today is turkey.
Our specialist
A
coffee.
turkey and gravy sandwich. Sound good?
Perfect. Emily, you eat something too. It'll be on the FBI.
Okay then, I'll go all out. I'll have the T-bone steak. I usually can't order it because it's a little too expensive.
Harry.
This is Olivia Cormack. I am here for Mr. Stewart's lunch. If it is ready, I'd thank you a bunch.
Yes, of course. Just a
That when
moment.
you were that was an ass pull and you know it.
Here you go. The usual. 1 turkey, strawberry jam, and cereal sandwich.
Sounds like the sinner's sandwich. Self-inflicted punishment to atone for past sins. He's setting an example.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, you should try this wonderful lunch. It's more than a delicious, tasty crunch. So says Mr. Stewart.
No, that's fine. I've just ordered my own lunch.
Oh?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, that is, Mr. Stewart's order is delicious, I should mention. And Mr. Nick Cormack is a genius for creating this perfection. So says Mr. Stewart.
Still, I have a hunch I might not like it. You sure that sandwich is that good?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, making decisions based on intuitions is always a sign of bad FBI agents. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, you're right. I'll give it a try. I can't believe it. This is fantastic. It's really good. Olivia, I'm sorry, but can I change my order? I'll have what Harry is having. Nick and Diane. They hardly make the perfect couple, do they? Is it widely known that they go drinking together, just the two of them?
To be honest, I don't pay attention to these things.
Not into local gossip?
Well, when I moved here, I was still in high school, and I kept wearing the same wild clothes from my school in Seattle. I was young back then. And before I knew it, there were rumors all over the school. She'll screw anyone. That's what they said. Totally unfounded, of course. Anyway, after that, I just sort of chose not to really trust gossip.
I get where you're coming from. I used to dress like a hardcore punk rocker when I was in high school.
You? A punk rocker?
Nobody took my side, even when I had good grades. People rejected me just because of what I wore. I was young back then, too.
What's going on with his neck?
Still,
The back of his head is like
see you as a
sticking
punk
out.
rocker.
And you laugh? Look at you. No makeup on, dressed in uniform, eating a steak for lunch. Okay, back to work.
Did you see him mauling?
Let's talk to Nick.
He looked like Mr. Crocker, you're right. Neck angles. You know something about that with how your neck was like protruding out. York. Well, that was very helpful. You know what? I think this is a good place to save, so we can continue this next time. Just hopefully it doesn't freeze again, or like crash. That would... Okay. Well, we certainly got a lot done. We finished episode 1. We met the entire town, and then some, since Kaysen came back with Diane, it seemed. Good night, Leon. And yeah, that's what we're going to be calling it for the night. Got a lot done. Did a little bit of exploring. Game crashed. We got back in, did a little bit more exploring, and finished the episode. I think we got through the first chapter of the second. But with that, all that being said, I'll see you all tomorrow for more Wizard 101. Good night.